Oh, hello, boys. It is me, sack of flesh with bad breath here. How are you? I'm superb. It's actually not that bad today, to be fair. I thought I would show a little bit more ladder progress. So, I'll be honest, I haven't been playing much. If you've watched some of my previous videos, I have recently been busy doing other stuff. I don't have enough time, boys, to no life this game. But I've still got some stuff. So my last update video, I showed you my cow setup, which is just flat, straight fire damage, low magic find, so I'd be running cows and just dealing as much damage as possible to clear them as fast as possible to get runes and bases, which has been kind of good. So I feel like I have enough damage with my Ormus and enchant and everything, which I can show you here, to kind of deal enough damage. You know, plus 18, chuck a soggy in that, not bad, boys. But what else have we got here? This is my magic find setup. So generally, if sometimes I'll chuck some Netflix on or YouTube or some shit, and this is the set that I would run comfortably and just kind of do some lazy magic find. Typically Stony Tomb, and then Terror Zones if they are good. So Terror Zones, as you can see, it's nearly on the hour, so it's going to reset shortly, but I believe our current one is Bloodmore. Look at that. So we'll go through gear and shit, and then maybe do Bloodmore if I don't take too long, and then yeah, see what the next Terror Zone is. So you can see I'm back on the bow. I'm level 91, I'm close to level 92, so if I don't die, maybe in the next week or so I'll be at 92, just, you know, chilling. Strength 71, dexterity is kind of whatever, just enough for crossbow and you know, the main bits of gear. Vitality is okay, rest into energy. I did respec not too long ago, so I kept 30 in case I want to mix and match gear, and I usually keep a little bit of overflow here because I am a retard, and in the past I've had to respec because I don't account for like maybe a charm or two, like this one here with 2 dexterity, things like that. So if I swap them out or replace it, then I could be out for a certain bit of gear and it'll put me out for my build. So that's just me being anxious, right? That's why I have extra, so shut up. Over to stats over here. Faster cast rate is 40 FCI. Make sure I have this with my crossbow out, because I'm not always going to swap to cast around, although, you know, that would be more efficient, but it's just for convenience with enough damage and enough magic find for this setup. That's really the thing, so I can just farm lazily when I'm, you know, want to do some chill vibes, bro. Some chill vibes, innit? So what else do we got? 362 magic find. One piece of gear I do swap out occasionally is my chance guards, which would, you know, maybe go over to my mage fist, but for now I'm fine with that, as I said, because we're meeting our 40 FCR. Skills, kind of the same. Frost Nova, Frozen Armor, your 1.1 wonders down here, so max telekinesis, getting there with energy shield at 13, but on switch with buff we're on 22, so that absorbs a 77%, so over 75, which is nice. And then down here, boys, max enchant, max fire mastery, warmth as a synergy, bingo bongo, nothing surprising. Mercenary, we've got an Andes, which we found pretty good. The ED could be higher, but I mean, perfect lifesteal and 2% off, 2 strength off from being perfect, so fucking happy with that. Treachery, haven't found an Ith base or anything, but it's just super reliable. We do have a plague, so we've got the budget infinity, which has been doing quite nicely, +1 to all skills, but I don't care, mate. The cleansing aura does help so much because we have fuck all poison res with my magic find setup, so that really helps us with that lack of coverage. And I do have my voice of reason, so this does give a decent chunk of damage with the damage to demons and undead, a little bit of attack rating too. It doesn't actually look like it because it doesn't have ED on here, but I've noticed it's quite good when I try and replace other options. I end up coming back to the voice of reason for now because I don't really have a better option. I felt that it performs better than a non-Eth head strikers, so I threw that one out and I went back to this. It also has cannot be frozen, so I don't need to worry about getting that on another piece of gear or even chucking a cham in here, right? So I've got my, what else do I have in here? I got 15 ED with, I don't know. I think it's just 15 IS, sorry. But yeah, that's the mercenary. So, over to my gear, which is the important part. Still rocking Demon Machine. We're not upping this because it's not worth it. It's just for us to deliver elemental damage. If we up it, it just means we have to invest so much more in dexterity for bugger all physical damage. Who cares? We've got Flickering Flame. The damage on this is kind of unbeatable in terms of clear speed. It's fucking brilliant. It would be good for me to get like a Shaco eventually, but I'm not going to cry about it. So sometimes, depending on the area, if I feel like I do enough damage and can clear well, I can swap out to my budget Shaco. You might have seen this in my previous video, right? So 72 MF with a perfect 40 life 3-socket base. So with that sucker in there, that puts us over 400. But for the most part, boys, flicking over Terror Zones and stuff, definitely have Flickering Flame a vast majority of the time. Now, the rest of the gear, we have 3-piece tiles down here. We have a topaz in here because I'm saving my runes to try and build up to an infinity. That's okay. We have 2 little cheeky rings here, which we got from Gauner Gaming. Shout out to Gauner Gaming, if I'm pronouncing that right. GG. 10 FCR, 13 MF, bit of all res. And then over here, 10 FCR, 6 all res, and 13 magic find. 38 MF chance guards, not too bad, 2% off perfect, but it's good enough for me, boys. And then we've got War Travs at 42, yeah? So we can get 10% more from these, but mate, that's good enough, right? On Switch, I did show this, it's still the same. I haven't replaced it, I don't know, boys. Like, if I find a War Staff with fucking, like, even if it's got 2 energy shield on a War Staff, with maybe a couple of other mods or something, like in 1 enchant and even like 1 frozen armor. Shit, I might even make that into a bloody obsession. I don't know, maybe. I don't know, maybe. I don't know, maybe. I'll ask my mum if I get there, if it comes to it, right? Or ask your mum too. But that's just an idea. This has been super reliable, and I just keep it where it is. Annihilus, we have a 1529. Pretty happy with this, so now we don't have to worry about doing more Ubers. Fuck that shit. Hellfire Torch, we've still got just a base stat one, which is fine. I'm happy with it for now. I don't feel like we're really cornered to getting that extra +3 skills, so whenever we end up getting it, it's just going to be an extra bonus, so I'm not crying. We've got the 70, -70 perfect flame rift charm here, and then we've got magic find and resistances charms over here. 3 faster run walk, 3 res, which is kind of cute, am I right, boys? And then we've got fire skillers, little bit of life, and then you've got the 39 MF Geeds, yeah? Now, that is about that. I think we'll enchant up and kind of go through. So, damage is 81. Am I missing something? No, I am not. I can drop 3 of these and chuck in another skiller, but I wanted the magic find, so that's fine. So, I mean, I can do that. That's okay. What was I doing? Kurast Sewers. Fuck me. That's a perfect example of one of the shittest Terror Zones. So, because it is that, I'm going to go to Stony Tomb. Like I usually do. God damn, I hate Kurast Sewers Terror Zone. I'll go there anyway, for the sake of the video. But, typically, I just run Stony Tombs at the moment with this. The speed on it is great. I also found that on Rocky Waste, boys, sometimes you can get exactly this, a spawn right in the front, but you can find quite a lot of elites on the way teleporting around, which is really cool. Like we've got one here, and we've got one here, that's 2 elites right there. And because there's so many elites, it's quite handy for me to get all of these rejuves and to keep a nice full stash of, you know, 4 rows. Easy peasy. For those who were curious, I enchanted my mercenary, so he's got... Oh, look at that. Just in time for his Venom to proc. We got 33 and 32. And then we're looking at 81. I think I showed that already. Class Orb. That could be a +6 enchant. Dare I say. So this gives you guys a little bit of a feel of what I would typically run. Nice and chill, nice and safe. As you guys know, there's really a lack of fire-resistant mobs in Stony Tombs, which is awesome for other builds like, you know, fire druids and you name it. If it's fire, you name it, right? So I guess I could run this with a different helmet with, you know, more magic find. It could still clear well. I did that last night actually, but it is a little bit faster for sure with the flicker because the -res and then along with the +3 skills, definitely worth it. Got bang. Always got to pick up the elite bases, see if we can find a J-mod, maybe. Do shapeshifting. When I say J-mod, I don't mean Jeweler's Monarch of Deflection, okay? I mean like the Jeweler's modification that rolls. No, just Nova. I do take a bit of damage from poison here, but it's okay. There's a lot of elite packs I can clear, and I can usually maintain enough rejuves to not really have to worry about it. Fire enchanted there, 1 in a million, I suppose. That is about that. Let's hop over and do a couple more places, eh? Enchant up again. It is an honor to serve you. Ah, wowee. Let's do Andariel. Like, honestly, I really just hammer tombs at the moment. It's just the quickest and convenient to, the quickest and the most convenient, sorry, to farm. So, yeah, that's what I do. But Andariel is a decent option as well. You boys probably know she has low fire res, so we can usually nuke that bitch down reasonably quickly. Comparison to a few others. Sometimes I do run over to Mephisto, but I don't know if I can be bothered doing that now. It does get a little bit dicey because I always get roped in to try and kill the council members and stuff that are there, and sometimes I lose my mercenary, and you know, I can't be bothered. Can't be bothered, boys. Convenience is key here, really. This is my setup where I just kind of no life, log on, put on Netflix, put on some, I don't know, some dumbass videos, and really play along. Hopefully find some stuff. Top left, hurry up. Yes. I guess we can static. Nice and quick. Twisted Essence. Easy peasy. Alright? Easy peasy. I've decided I don't want to go and show you boys Kurasuas. You should know by now how garbage it is. But I'll show a couple more places, okay? Just to satisfy you. I hate Kurasuas so much. Leave it in the comments if you do as well. Eldritch and Shank. Super reliable. Easy to clear, and, you know, higher player count games as well. If you're wondering why I'm not using Frost Nova in a situation like this to crowd control, it's because everything here is pretty much resistant to cold, so I don't really get the slow effect from that. Let's go down and finish off with Pindle, eh? Oh, should we see if Anya's selling anything nice? Oh, wowee, look at that, what's here? Oh, wow. Nothing. Maybe I should do more Pindle runs with this. Maybe. Eth boots for the boys. Garbage. Gladius, not that bad. Eh? That is about my Magic Find setup that I do for Terror Zones when they are good Terror Zones, but typically Stony Tomb Slammer. Alright? So 362 Magic Find, over 8k damage. Pretty nice. Plague on the Mercenary to give us low res coverage because Budget Infinity is Pog you, boys. But anyways, I hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're doing swell. Stay hydrated or something or other. See you, boys.